Instead of doing a really long video or multiple videos, because I've had a lot going on in the last week, I thought I would just do just a quick verbal update video with maybe some highlights. So where I left off with you guys is that we had found eggs in this hive, and we had a laying queen in hive number 2. Now that has changed. We had a cold snap right after that, and everybody was shut up for a week. The nooks we had just split off, and we'd given them queens and everything, but it got like really cold, like negative. I think the nighttime lows were -7 Celsius. I'll put Fahrenheit up there. And so what I did is I actually screened the nooks off, and I actually put them in my shed and set a radiant heater on for +7 Celsius. Which is just below the temperature where they'll ball up, just to keep them in there and happy. And I left them in there for a full week. And these guys just sat out here, obviously. Hive number 3 I wasn't too concerned with. However, we did have some chilled brood in the end that died, so they were expanded out farther than the ball. Once I pulled all those bees away, I didn't leave enough to cover the entire cluster, and with the cold weather, unfortunately, some of them didn't make it, so that's on me. But I went back in hive number 2 where I was expecting to find eggs and just make it nice and easy. Excuse me, sir. Thanks. This one doesn't like me. Alright. Alright. Okay, you know what? This one's bugging me. So anyways, they're busy. I don't know what the deal is with this one. Everybody else is fine with me. This one's just not happy. But where was I? So yeah, I went in here and expecting to see eggs, and I found no eggs. And then I found queen cells. I'll put pictures up here and show you what I have. But essentially, I found, you know, a spotty pattern and a lot of drawn emergency cells. Well, the second I saw that, I realized that, you know, obviously my queen's not in here. So I did look a little further, still didn't find any more eggs, any sign of an active queen. So I removed the box, set it over, and I looked through the debris on the bottom, and I found my queen actually just outside the entrance. They had just disposed of her with all the dead bees and pushed her out the door. So yeah, so we don't have a queen in here again, which is unfortunate, but I guess it's all part of learning. I did find, unfortunately, all those cells were on the same frame, but I did find one other cell on another frame, and I moved it over here because in that week I also came back in here and checked hive number 1, and I found that I didn't have egg clusters all over the place. They'd cleaned up all the extra eggs. There still was drones being born all over. But there was no new eggs. There was no clusters anywhere. So what that tells me is that the queen I had was failing, and she was laying eggs everywhere. So we moved that one cell over here because we're going to try to see if they can maybe use it and re-queen. I was trying to get some extra queens from the supplier this week, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to work out. They're all spoken for, and that's that. So anyways, that's our update right now. Everything's kind of kicking along. And the nooks are doing really well. All 3 have laying queens in them right now, and everything's really looking really good. It's really just hive number 2 and 1 I'm really worried about. Hive number 3, my only concern is how much I've taken from them, but I'm done taking from them. So hopefully this is all going to work out, and everybody gets re-queened, and we just move forward. So anyways, thank you for coming out and joining us today. Have a good day. You getting closer?
Whoa! That's tree.
Yeah.